Coming up this week on the Braves Beach House podcast,
we got to sit down with President of Wellen Park, Rick Severance.
We'll recap all the fun we had in the past week here during Spring Training 2026.
Yep, we got out there and saw some fans on the street. All that and more this week on the Braves
Beach House podcast. And welcome into another episode of the Braves Beach House podcast. Patrick, we're on top of the Grapefruit League.
Hey, what do you know? We're winning spring training. The firepower is here. The pitching's look good, and that hitting's been looking even better.
Absolutely. This week we lost a couple of Braves because they're playing in the WBC, but we had a WBC team come right here to CoolToday Park.
That's right. Columbia came, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of hooting and hollering, and that Columbia team playing in the WBC, getting a tune-up against some of our Braves. Of course, we're missing Acuna. He's on Team Venezuela. It's fun to see Andrew Jones coaching the Team Netherlands that Ozzy Albies is playing on, and Nacho Alvarez on Team Mexico. So
I know.
The
Nacho
Braves are
having a time.
represented all over across the world, which is awesome for us to see, for them to go to Northport, Florida, all the way to represent all that the grandest of stages, I guess, the WBC's become.
International Week continued the next day with the Toronto Blue Jays being in town. Another win there.
That's right. We got to see Chris Sale and Spencer Strider pitch in the same game. So if you've ever thought, why should you come to CoolToday Park? Because awesome stuff like that happens where you get to see two of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball pitch in the same game on the same team. And some of the best things we did with the concessions that game for our Canadian friends, we took our loaded tater tot pie and told them that it was Southwest Florida American-style poutine. So that cheese sauce all over there wasn't gravy, but I think they ate it up, and certainly was great representations from our friends over there in Dunedin.
Dunedin, yes. And today, as we record this episode on Saturday, we're getting ready for a Sarasota County showdown. It looks like the field's getting ready behind us here, and we have the Orioles in town.
Yeah, I think we've officially dubbed it that, the Sarasota County Showdown, when the Orioles and Braves get together, both of their spring training facilities residing in Sarasota County. So I think we have going to have a very well-attended game today, and as usual, a competitive game. We're trying to win spring training now that we're at the halfway point, and we know we're at the top of the standings.
Yes, we are. We got another game on Monday against the Minnesota Twins, so we'll hope to see you at the ballpark in the past, now that we're in the future today.
That's
and we
right.
got a great week ahead, which we'll preview at the end of the show. But Patrick, you got to sit down with Wellen Park's very own president this week.
Really need to talk to Rick Severance. You know, CoolToday Park is right smack dab in the middle of Wellen Park, which is this ever-growing, expanding community. It's a lifestyle place. You got restaurants and bars, venues, our ballpark. So it was neat to hear what 11,000 acres is going to look like when it's all said and done, as they're about halfway through this project that we call CoolToday Park in Wellen Park.
Yes, Wellen Park is Braves country, and we'll hear all about that right after this.
All right, Braves country and friends of the Braves Beach House podcast, we have a very special guest today. As we say, the hits just keep on coming here in the Braves Beach House podcast. Braves country, if you've been to a spring training game here at CoolToday Park, you know we are located right smack dab in the middle of Wellen Park, an amazing community that's still growing. And today we're lucky enough to have the president of Wellen Park with us, Mr. Rick Severance. Rick, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
There it is. The crowd goes wild. Did you want me to include a former number in there for you?
No, it's okay. I'm good.
Well, thank you for making a little bit of time with us here today. A president of Wellen Park, so much going on here, so we wanted to get to know you a little bit better and then maybe understand, how does somebody become a president of a community, and also what's on the horizon for Wellen Park as well?
Well, that's a lot. For me, this will be my sixth master plan. So I've done small format and large format, and it'll be my sixth downtown. So I have experience in master plan community placemaking and development. I used to also own a consulting firm that did this around the world. So that's the best part of the job, is just being able to take some of my experiences. I kind of call it putting arrows in your quiver. You never really know when you're going to use them. I am married almost 30 years.
Right.
I have 3 daughters. Pray for me. I need it badly. And candidly, this was an opportunity. Wellen Park had not yet been monetized, is what we call it. It was originally called the West Villages. And I was the president of Babcock Ranch at the time, and they recruited me away to basically do what I had started doing there. And we changed the name from West Villages to Wellen Park. An interesting fact is that we didn't own the name, the West Villages. We didn't own that, the trademark or the URL. And to do what we do, which is really to kind of create place, we needed to own the name. And so Wellen means water and waves in Dutch and in German, respectively. Okay. And I added park because I really felt it resonated.
Say that again for me one more time. Wellen means?
Waves and water in Dutch and in German, respectively.
Okay, waves and water.
Right. So the intention was we were so much closer to the beach than most of our other competitors, and we really wanted to play that up. Plus, we were also so close to the Mayaca.
Right.
And then we were doing these large format lakes, so we wanted to play up the water side because our competitors didn't have it.
Right.
I think we were a little nervous early on how would Wellen Park play with CoolToday Park, but they turned out to be seamless, so that's been great.
I would agree with that, absolutely. And of course, you know, that connection with the Braves, how did that come to be? Earlier we were speaking and you spent a little time in Atlanta even and got to know some of the former players there too.
It's been great. I was really fortunate that I think Mike Dunn, the general manager, and the Braves actually had their first game 2 months before I started. And they had only done the last game of spring training that year. Then there was a series of what I'll call challenges. We had the strike and I think a few COVID years, but our parent company, which is Mattamy Homes, who owns the majority of the ranch, which we'll get into the scale, donated the land to make sure we could have this phenomenal facility.
Wow.
And I brag on this facility all the time. I'm asked all the time, oh my gosh, how is it to have the Braves spring training? And I said, well, it's not just spring training. I mean, it's 364 between the Tiki Bar and the events and how we commingle things that work great at the Brave Stadium and then things that work great downtown in Wellen Park.
And the great block party a few weeks ago before spring training.
Correct.
That was so much fun.
Correct. And it's just been a great synergy. It also, you're credentialized because anytime you can have the Braves, which just stands for something special in terms of Major League Baseball, that as your key partner, it's like 1 + 1 = 3 when you have the Braves as your partnership, and that's been wonderful. And we had some tough times through COVID and strike and all that, but gosh, we sure have made it out on the other side, which is wonderful.
Absolutely, and off to a great spring training 2026. You said you were here with us on opening day, so we appreciate you coming and supporting the Braves. Well, we have a new high school coming as well, Wellen Park High School. I know you said you met with the principal earlier today. How are things going with the construction of that?
It's fantastic. I'm so excited for all of the programming. I think one of my favorite things is when they start to communicate what they have. They have a college level lab. They'll be the only high school in all of Sarasota to have that science lab. They have a full ag program with a working ranch. They have the arts. They have the sports. I was an athlete at Florida State, and I say all the time, this weight room far rivaled my weight room at Florida State. It's unbelievable. The facilities themselves, the track, just in terms of the baseball facility and how it's being done. So I think it's going to be something that will rival private school, and for this area, it's cutting edge in terms of all the programming. I like that we are going to have an opportunity to have places for teachers to live.
Wow.
I think that's really important. And now that we have, whether you are emergency services or you're a nurse or you're a teacher, Wellen Park for a while didn't necessarily have something for you, and now we have the gamut in terms of price points. I mean, you could get into a home here, I think as low as $329, and then we're selling houses for $3.5 million. So you can really be a part of Wellen Park and
at a lot of different price points.
Correct. And also, live, work, and play.
Yeah.
I think that's overused, but
great restaurants.
If you didn't have to take your car and drive 20 minutes to go to a restaurant, that only helps everybody.
Yeah. Oak and Stone.
Oak and Stone, you've been there, I bet.
Have a piece of pizza after a ball game.
You didn't say beer, though.
No,
you
never know.
Okay.
I'd say it was after the game.
All right.
But we saw our Braves radio crew over there a few weeks ago. So that's
that Oak and Stone is the highest revenue generating Oak and Stone in their entire portfolio.
Wow.
And so's the Foxtail Coffee.
How about that? Right next to it.
That's fantastic. And that was what was easy for us to start phase 2 of downtown. We pulled phase 2 of downtown. We pulled it early 3 years. Because phase 1 was so successful, and phase 2 is 100% leased We just opened like, I don't know, a month ago. We moved our offices there. So.
And that kind of goes back to the scale side of things. I mean, what is the time frame for development? What scale are we looking at? And how many total acres are we talking here?
All right, so it's hard for me to get people to recognize what 11,000 acres looks like. Wow. So take 11,000 acres and drop it over New York City. It would go over the Bronx, Queens, Long Island, Brooklyn. That's how big it is.
Oh, wow.
So people don't necessarily understand the scale or the breadth. People ask me all the time how many residential units. We're entitled for north of 25,000 residential units. And then they ask me how many people we have living here now. I would say about 12,000.
Okay.
That's within 2 miles of where we're sitting right now.
Right.
So we've got a lot of room to grow and to move. And there will be iterations as we grow. I think the key for us is to make sure we create a sense of place that has recreation, whether that's trails and the Braves partnership, that has healthcare, which we have the 2 hospitals and Millennium Physicians Group and Casto Medical Office. You have education. We talked about the new high school, but we also have VPKs and we have the collegiate high school and the college. Yeah. So Wellen Park is really the kit of parts, and I think that's why we've created such a special place when we're looking at why somebody would live here.
Sure.
And it wouldn't be just because it's a bedroom community, it's because you could experience all of those things.
It's been so interesting to watch it grow. I mean, you talk about the healthcare, the grocery stores, the homes, the entertainment, the restaurants, and to see it all come together. And then when you're at all these places around here, people are in a good mood.
Yes.
It could have something to do with our nice Florida weather,
Yes.
but overall, there's a good vibe in Wellen Park, and so that starts from the top, obviously, and so you deserve some kudos on that.
Well, I hope so. I think early on, I really wanted to create. Let me change that. We really wanted to create a place that evoked joy. It was a word that I felt really strong about. If you're mindful about creating a place that delivers on joy, you're going to be successful. We all want that place, whether you're my parents' age or you're my daughter's age and they're in their 20s, that's what they long for. So I think we don't take ourselves too seriously. We recognize we want to hit doubles. I'm not always swinging for selling, swinging for the Grand Slam and selling $3.5 million houses. We've got to be successful by hitting singles and doubles.
Absolutely.
And we want to do that, and we want to do it really well, and I think we are. And that's because of the team. The teams have been amazing. The city of Northport's been amazing, but we have a really small team. There's only 17 of us that do all of this, and they're each individually qualified in a way that I'm not.
Right.
Which I think I'm most proud of, is to make sure that the team gets the credit.
Right. Have all your bases covered.
Correct. There you go. See
go.
how we did that?
That's right.
That was good.
We got to talk a little bit about the Braves. You mentioned you used to go to some Braves games when you were in Atlanta. You're down here with us and catching some spring training. Can you give us any favorite Braves memories or any predictions on this 2026 year?
Predictions, I'm not going to do that because I wouldn't want to jinx. If you believe in that, I wouldn't want to do that.
We'll take that.
I will say it's one of my wife's favorite things to do. So she has all brothers, and they played baseball, and her dad was an ump. And my brother played baseball in college. She's just a fan, and now she's just a huge Braves fan.
Good.
So because of the relationship with Atlanta and also down here, she wears her jersey. She wears her baseball cap. And then my daughter feels the same way, my youngest, who's been able to be with us. It's about the experience. I think whether you're up there at Truist or you are down here, from the minute you get into the parking lot to the minute you experience walking through, you feel a part of something. And I think that's been very purposeful. I think Mike Dunn and his team, and probably Mike Plant and his team, they've been so mindful again about the experience, because I think it's a long season. You want to come back time and again, and I think the Braves have created something special. And it's interesting because I'm here 365, and to watch people experience the Tiki Bar and the outfield and realize, hey, it's not gated, and I can go and enjoy a cold beverage and sit on the at a bar stool and watch a game or watch highlights. To me, that's one of the things that our builders keep saying. They give a prospect from Columbus, Ohio, who may be a Reds fan. They don't get a chance to experience that.
Right.
Right. You come down here and you can actually sit in the outfield and have a cold beverage with your bride or your buddies. That's a differentiator, and it's a differentiator for us even on the home sale side, because when you can actually start to communicate those really interesting attributes about why Wellen Park is different than another place, that's just one other thing that makes it special.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thank you for that promotion. I mean, that's one of the reasons you're our neighbor, our friend, and our partner. So thank you for that. We have to clip that and put some of that promotion out there for all of our friends here in Braves country. And you know, if anybody's looking for a house in Wellen Park, or you know, is there a website you can steer them to maybe look at some comps and things like that?
Sure, wellenpark.com. That was easy.
Very easy.
That was easy. And you'll get 18 builders, and you'll be able to look at 3 or 4 places that you can actually rent if you wanted to be here, or even just try it out for a winter. So we have opportunities for you that way too.
And like you said, kind of options for everybody that could be in the market. Well, Rick, thank you for making a little time with us here today. Thank you for what you're doing at Wellen Park. Like you said, we're seamless partners that are going to continue to work together and grow. A little something we do on our Braves Beach House podcast. You mentioned you were an athlete at Florida State. Let's see if you can still catch. Let's get that T-shirt cannon ready. There it is. He can catch it. That's a little gift from the Braves Beach House podcast. Wear it with pride.
I'll wear it with pride. If my daughter doesn't steal it.
If she doesn't steal it first, we'll send her one as well. Rick, thanks so much, and thanks for what you're doing for the community. We get everybody to say it with us as well. Go Braves! All right, Harrison, it's time for my new favorite activity and segment of the show, What's in the Warehouse?
Well, what's in the warehouse this week is our Palmer's Party 2 poster with all of our mascot friends coming to Palmer's Party on March 16th. Make sure you get your tickets now. It's going to be a whole party in the field suite. You get in the game 3 hours early, exclusive mascot ceremony, and food and beverage. It's going to be a great time.
That's pretty neat, because not only is it representation from all of Braves country, we've got friends from Florida here. Our friends from the Rays are going to be here. Who else?
We got Raymond, we got Marty the Marauder, we got Finley from the Clearwater Threshers, we got Palmer, of course, Fuzzy from the Columbus Clingstones, Chopper from the Gwinnett Stripers, Julius the Emperor Penguin from Rome, and Blooper, of course, will be here all next week.
Palmer's Party, so we can't wait for it.
Well, Patrick, you got to catch up with some fans here throughout the ballpark at CoolToday Park this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement in Braves country, as always, and actually fans coming from all over the place. We met fans from Paris, France, fans from Canada, so truly we're international as well during World Baseball Classic Week. Of course, those Colombia fans were a lot of fun as well, so take a look at what we've been up to with fans on the street with Patrick at CoolToday Park. Here with the Musicians Baseball Club of Brooklyn. You guys getting ready to do 2 different anthems today. Are you excited to be here at CoolToday Park?
We couldn't be more excited to be here today. This is
long way from Brooklyn though, huh?
Yeah, long way from Brooklyn, and the weather's a little bit nicer right now. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. An international game today, Colombia here. Pretty neat to be at CoolToday Park seeing the Braves versus a World Baseball Classic team, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. We actually just were playing at the Pirates Stadium the other day, and we got to see Team Colombia play there, so it's our second straight day seeing them play. So we're
good. You're fans of both teams then. How about that? You sounded great there. How long you been playing guitar?
Ooh, gosh, we're getting close to 25 years now, and just love playing music for a living. It's an honor and a treat to travel the world and catch some baseball while we're at it.
Hey, we might have some nachos coming our way, Palmer. Salsa Supreme said they were going to give us a little showpiece, so I always like to let my partner in crime know we might have today's lunch taken care of. That's what's cooking. What position do you play, Hunter?
First base.
First base. Can you scoop it when they throw a wild throw over there to you?
It's about 1-5.
Hey, Hunter, anything you want to say to Braves first baseman Matt Olson?
Keep doing what you're doing, Matt.
You know, he's got a streak going for consecutive starts. It's pretty cool. Do you have a streak going for consecutive days of school?
Nope.
Yeah, have you tried the kitchen sink nachos yet from Salsa Supreme? There you are, dangerous. They might need your help putting that little caliente flame out.
I haven't tried them, but I did try the Smokehouse Barbecue earlier. Got some great food out there.
What are some of your favorite things so far about CoolToday Park?
the beer.
Getting on the Jumbotron for dancing.
These are my 3 new favorite fans. Go Braves. High fives to everybody.
Yeah, Oakenstone.
Oakenstone promotion here. Possible free pizza for MC Patrick next time he goes in. We just made a deal. Thank you, Oakenstone. There's your promo. We like to feature Braves fans, but especially international Braves fans. Dear, tell us where you're coming from.
I'm coming from Paris, France.
That's right, all the way from France, and we talked about it yesterday. How do we say go Braves in French?
Allez les Braves.
Allez les Braves.
Yes, allez les Braves.
All right, Braves fans, I'm here with Hank and Brian. They're all the way from Iowa. Now, they were telling me they live not too far from the Field of Dreams. What's that like?
Oh, it's great. We get to go see it. We got to go on the field 2 years ago.
Fantastic. You know, this place has been nicknamed the Field of Dreams, but you, of course, have the original in Iowa. We tried to do a little promotion on the lemonade stand last inning. Have we seen an influx in lemonade sales since our last promotion?
Well, we make them good.
We've gotten like 6 balls already.
Okay, 6 balls. None of them home runs, though, so all foul balls?
No, they like threw it up.
Oh, they're throwing them up.
I haven't gotten a ball, but I've gotten a signed jersey by Michael Harris.
Okay, well, let's not show off or anything to your other friends, okay?
In Hudson.
I was told one of your name was Blooper and Palmer. Is that not right? You're not Blooper and you're not Palmer? Okay. Who's going to throw it out today? Or who's going to say play ball the best today? And do you know what you're going to say?
Play ball. You got to say it together. They got
All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I can, of course, remember Hudson. Tim Hudson, former Braves legend. Colton Clark, Max, and Hudson. They're going to be the play ball kids. They're getting ready to say hi to the umpires. They're too young to realize that umpires are bad people. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing today?
Good, how about you?
Good. You got the t-shirt gun today?
Yeah.
Have they taught you how to use this thing?
She's trying. Yeah.
Yeah?
My first time.
This is your first time using this t-shirt gun?
Yes, it is.
How many Braves fans are you going to throw a t-shirt to?
3.
How many Orioles fans are you going to hit in the head with a t-shirt?
Can I get one of yours to like?
Mine are strictly for taunting. You just shot the t-shirt over the stadium right there. What was that? All right, what's your favorite beach?
Beach? I'm gonna go
Do you have a favorite fruit at least?
apple.
All right, apple's your favorite fruit. You heard it here first. Go Braves!
Go play.
Y'all are naturals. Great job. Harrison, we have a big week ahead at CoolToday Park. Tell us what's coming.
We do. Well, for all of our non-premium games for the rest of the year, we have a great ticket deal, rather. It's our 1776 ticket offer. So if you use code USA250 on Ticketmaster, you can unlock exclusive deals on baseline tickets for all the non-premium games.
$17.76 to come see a game at CoolToday Park. Man, that's easy doings.
Yes, and they're just printing off the press right now.
Probably today's lineups.
Yes. So, America is the theme of the week. On Wednesday, as the Tampa Bay Rays come to town, we're celebrating America 250.
Which means $2.50 hot dogs. Get as many of those pink missiles as you can fit in your hand and your belly.
We also are going to have a pregame flyover as well as a mini flag giveaway for the first 5,000 fans, so you're going to want to get here early on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think we showed you that flag on What's in the Warehouse last week. Come wave your flag with us, have a little patriotic pride, and for a great deal, too.
We also have 2 premium games to wrap up the week. We have the New York Yankees coming to town on Friday the 13th.
Goodness gracious, here they come, New York, New York.
And then we have the Boston Red Sox for our first night game of the season on Saturday at 6:05 p.m.
Welcoming those folks back. Big 50-50 pots expected, and don't forget you can get your tickets online for the 50-50 raffle if you want to be included in the Red Sox or Yankees next weekend. That's at CoolTodayPark.com/5050.
We also got to mention there's a cold front coming through CoolToday Park next week, so we'll have a special guest on the field, and we'll have some people with a chance to beat the freeze, so that's going to be fun to be on the lookout.
Uh-oh, beat the freeze. He's racing it on down from Atlanta. I can't wait to see who we pair against him.
Well, that just about wraps up this week. Next week on the show, we have our St. Patrick's Day Spectacular. That's right, a themed episode of the Braves Beach House podcast all about Patrick. So we're excited for that.
I guess I'll be wearing some green. Always fun to be the patron saint of Braves country. All right, Harrison, we had fun this time. Say it with me.
Go Braves!